the previous episode of India's top hotelier, The Finest Server, we judged the contestants on the basis of their skill, their training, their teamwork, and their spirit. There were a lot of blunders, there were some tears as the judges decided to give immunity to one of the contestants. And today, we get to finally find out who wins that coveted title of India's top hotelier, The Finest Server. Are you ready? Are you excited? I can't wait! Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third and final episode of India's top hotelier, The Finest Server. You've already met the judges, you know them very well by now, but let me reintroduce you to them. Mr. Magan Kalra, Mr. Ankur Chawla, Mr. Jayant Singh and Mr. Adhar Kumar. And of course, you know me.
For sure.
So, how's it going? Are you guys excited?
Very excited.
Third
For sure.
round,
Yeah.
last episode.
Amazing.
What is happening? Tell us.
So last round is all about whiskey, which is very integral to India.
Whiskey? But what's so technical about it? It's just whiskey and water, whiskey and soda?
Not really.
No? Really?
You know, whiskey is something which is
You
very
wish.
personal to a human being. Whiskey could be, just on the rocks. Whiskey could be with water. Whiskey
Okay.
could be just with a splash of soda, which kind of accentuates the flavors of the whiskey. So yeah, I mean, there is so much happening around whiskey as well.
Wow. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, so it's all about how do you serve the whiskey and how do you serve the best or the perfect whiskey for the person.
By the way, it is also about the other element, and that is very integral to being the finest server. And that is about giving your customer a reason to return.
So, in this episode, we have 5 contestants from last time. There was one who was eliminated and one who got the immunity.
That's right.
So, 5 contestants, and they get to come here and serve us and impress us with their best whiskey.
Great. And make that relationship with us.
Yeah.
Use. And moving on to our first contestant tonight, Anuj.
Can I take your order, sir?
Sure.
Sure.
Why don't you order for me? This is difficult.
Oh,
one
allow
for
me to.
Yeah.
Order for you as well. Get the lady a 30 ml of whiskey, lots of ice, splash of water. Give me 30 ml of whiskey,
Okay, sir.
just on the rocks.
We are also here.
Sure, sir.
I'll have a whiskey, of course.
Sure, sir. Whiskey.
On the rocks.
Sure, sir.
Maybe a little water on the side.
Sure, sir. Separately, you can order. Can I pour it in front of you? Also whiskey?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because you're asking on the rocks. That's it.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll have whiskey straight up, please.
Okay, sir. Whiskey. Straight. Anything else? You want water, some soda, and nothing else?
Nothing. Straight up.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Whiskey on the rocks and make it light.
Make it light. It's a smaller one,
Make it
sir?
what?
No, make it light.
Light?
That's it, on the rocks.
So, ma'am,
Sure.
you're taking a whiskey, lots of ice, a splash of water. That's right?
Yes, that's
And
right.
if you order from home, sir, you're taking a whiskey, it's on the rocks, it should be large.
30
Large. 30 ml, sure, sir. I'll also confirm your order, sir. You are also taking a whiskey with on the rocks and splash of water separately.
Yeah, just a little bit of water in the glass on the side.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I will confirm you, sir, also. And you're taking a straight whiskey?
Yes, please.
Nothing else. And you two taking whiskey on the rocks? Or, sir, little bit, not large.
Nothing else. Yeah.
So, I'll just
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell them about your.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, back to the birthday celebration, I must say.
Ah,
Back to the birthday celebration.
so you cannot.
Oh.
Wow.
true.
So, sir,
Thank you, sir.
you ask on the rocks. I'll put it in front of you, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
I have this sort of service, sir, for you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your drink, sir.
Wow.
So, what all did you do since morning?
So I was just getting ready because I knew I'm going to come here.
Sir.
So when is the cake cutting?
No way. And even if you did, don't show us the
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
You asking for
What
a
else
lighter
one
one?
needs, right?
I just take it 30 ml. Please tell me how will
That's
you
it.
stop?
That's it.
It's your another one.
Thank you.
Enjoy your drink, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your drink, sir. Enjoy your drink, ma'am.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Happy
Birthday
birthday.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Flora. Happy birthday to you.
So shall we score?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Great.
do that.
Sure.
Okay. So.
And coming up is our next contestant, Smrita.
Yeah.
May I please take your order?
So by the way, that reminds me, I don't remember.
Whiskey on the rocks.
First. Get me a whiskey.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
May I please take your order?
Because
Yes, give me a single malt, 6 drops of water, 4 cubes of
You
ice.
have to plan it. You're so tired by the end of it.
What?
You want to take
6
a
drops
break
of water
from
and
that
4
break.
cubes of ice.
So when you're at
So may I pour the drink in front of you?
That'll be great.
Whiskey with
Amazing
soda, half
contrast.
espresso.
Yeah, no,
Sure, sir.
And some ice.
it's heaven.
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
Large.
but you know what?
Sure,
First
sir.
time
Sorry for the delay.
Got onto whiskey.
we are not setting the right precedence. Okay.
And that's your whiskey on the rocks. Would you like me to pour it for you?
So you still didn't tell us what you're getting for your wife.
Yes.
So your large whiskey, sir.
Yes.
So
I
I'll be
think
just
the
back with the
maximum
ice.
conversations happen over a whiskey.
At the end of it.
At the end.
At the end of
Seriously.
it. Yeah.
That's
So
what I've
please let me
noticed.
know how many ice
It
cubes you
brings
need.
people together.
I mean, I needed it on the rocks. So why is it that her rocks were already there, and mine you are just picking up one by one?
This company is doing it.
So
There are
should I add
some
more ice to
real
it?
That's
crazy
okay.
rocks that are seen.
Oh.
Because I used to think that
But as a
whiskey is
kid,
just
why
as a
would
kid,
you
why
think
would you
about
drink-
whiskey?
That's a
So
different
you had
topic
ordered
altogether.
half soda, half
Yes,
water.
yes.
So please let me know
Want to
when
be
to stop.
beverages.
That's it. Thank you.
But as you know, even as a kid, right now also, the perception
kid,
for
So as the
whiskey
soda
as a
wasn't
drink
cold
is
enough, would you like
always
some
that
ice
it's a
along
mass
with it?
drink.
No, seriously, how? I mean,
I was actually working with a Japanese restaurant, as you know,
oh yes.
and then I wanted to get into beverages, but then there was this competition of wine sommelier that was happening in India, and there was nobody else other than me who was. It's actually interesting.
What was it called?
It was the Indian Sommelier Championship.
Wow.
It was the 3rd edition.
So that was your large whiskey with a splash of 6 drops of water and 4 cubes of ice.
Thank you very much.
6 drops of water.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
That's a whiskey connoisseur.
Yeah,
That's a whiskey connoisseur.
Just show off.
Yeah, we didn't
But
want to
then-
say it like that to you. But
Yeah, so I actually, that's the reason I myself admitted the fact before you start.
So your soda. Please let me know when to stop.
listen,
No wonder Magan and I are
it's, it's not allowed to talk about weight on this table, guys, and not today, not when drinking. So you can't talk about.
birthday and your anniversary.
So I wish Gauri was here,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
So cheers.
but I'm
on your
glad she's not
anniversary.
here because she would know that I forgot the
So
Thank you.
as I just overheard, ma'am, happy birthday
Thank you.
and happy anniversary. sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your drink, please.
Thank you.
Yes. Cheers to that.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to the.
This was in the rocks.
All right. Now,
So what do you think?
You know, one thing that I would definitely want to say is that there is a way of putting ice
Ice.
in your glass as well. Because every time these guys are putting it, the
Look,
splash is coming.
Splash is
Did you feel a connect with your server? Did you guys feel the
I
connect?
did.
You did?
On some level, because when I was talking to Sir, she was waiting to take the order. Plus, she was smiling all the way.
Right. That me like a real reason for me to return because of her.
Nah.
Really.
And also, I told her on
Ice.
the rocks.
So let's just go ahead
Absolutely.
and score them.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, guys.
Yeah.
It's getting very tough.
It is getting very tough.
We move on to our next contestant, Hamza, somebody who really charmed us with his voice.
May I have your order, ma'am?
I would like whiskey with water.
I'll have whiskey with dimple one.
How do you like your whiskey?
On the rocks.
Let's do that.
Whiskey with water and soda, please, and with ice.
Whiskey
I've done it.
In case you want to define
Soda.
the combination levels.
soda. Pour it in front of you.
Yes, ma'am. Your order is
Light whiskey?
with regular water.
Yes,
No.
please.
So your whiskey is regular water. So
But
your-
lots of ice, huh?
Oh, lots of ice. Sorry.
Yeah, add ice for me too. Remember.
So your order is on the rocks. Whiskey is on the rocks.
Sure.
So your order is whiskey with water and soda. Pour in front of you with the top ice. With top ice.
Yes, you got it
Thank
right,
you.
my friend.
So your order is whiskey plus soda. Pour in front of you with ice. How
Yes.
much ice, sir?
Perfect. 3 cubes.
Aha! Somebody has learned a few tricks. I see a marked improvement.
Yes.
About
In terms of marketing.
well, get me in trouble, eh?
See, this is again and again something that I keep telling.
Yeah.
The glass.
Yeah. And where do you hold it from?
I did.
You're fixated on that.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He's getting nervous now.
Now,
Not over there.
But
Thank
the
you.
smile doesn't go.
doesn't go.
I tell you, the smile
That is
just
truly
doesn't go.
appreciated.
Thank you, sir.
I did, but
What do you want to work behind the bar going forward?
No, sir.
No? Okay. I hate you.
yes, please. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So is that your passion or
I want to be, but
you wanted to be a singer? Okay. Okay.
He asked for light whiskey. I think he's got vodka.
आप
instead.
विस्की भूल गए लाना विस्की भूल गए लाना मेरे में बर्फ भूल गया उसमें विस्की भूल गए
No worries, get it fast before. Yeah.
But when they say whiskey on the rocks, then what happens? Then you get the whiskey,
Get
the rocks.
everything in order, then get the rocks.
But
just
he
get
kind
it.
of noticed.
last and
he kind of
last.
noticed that I was not getting ice. You know.
So he just
since
got you
he
the
just
ice.
got the ice.
Yeah.
So for me, you know, Ankur, it's not smile versus the confidence.
So what? We
Yes.
get some more. Yeah. Yeah.
Here we are, everybody.
I think he's just getting the ice.
Just getting the ice. No.
Thank
Budget
you.
hotels.
That's
AC doesn't really work at times.
But you don't notice it because of the music and
And
the happening things.
sometimes the, you know,
Why have I got this bigger and both of them have got smaller
Stirrers.
stirrers and these two have not even got it?
Because you're the big man, sir.
So I'll stir it for sure. She would also want to stir it, no?
there is no ice in her.
How about this one?
There is only 3 cubes.
all right, guys, there you
Cheers.
go.
Cheers to have this one.
Cheers, everybody.
the technical aspect and it is the relationship, right?
Yeah, full marks on relationship, I guess. He got my order wrong. He got. The only good thing about it was he smiled. That's it.
I'm truly disappointed.
He was not organized at the bar for sure.
Not organized at the bar, got the orders wrong, there's no connect.
And holding the glass from the
Holding the glass from here, this is ridiculous. I mean, who's
he was
gonna drink
nervous.
this?
Okay,
That's exactly
are we
what he
done?
said.
Shall
Yes.
we move on to the next
Please
contestant?
do.
Alright, let's
Lively.
go on.
So
Yes.
moving on to our next contestant, who, by the way, did charm us a lot previously, Vijay.
Oh, yeah. Vijay, yes, he did.
Vijay.
Orders, guys, orders.
Order.
I want my whiskey now.
Mark क्या कहते हैं कौन सी whiskey होनी चाहिए?
On the rocks.
Yes.
With Flora on the rocks.
Okay, sir.
Bring me again. It's whiskey,
Whiskey, ice, and water.
ice and water.
Yeah.
Done. Let's do that.
So you order.
Straight up.
So your order, please.
Same as Jen's.
Okay.
Listen, I actually changed my mind because I have to drive back. Can you get me a Diet Coke?
I thought he was like straight up because I'm driving.
Actually, I changed my mind again. That's better because I'm driving. So straight up.
No drinking and driving.
No drinking and driving.
Yeah.
So a Diet Coke.
So only Diet Coke.
Only a Diet Coke.
So sir, your measurement is 30 mm.
What do you suggest?
So 30 and 60, 60 sir.
60. Let's do 60.
Upselling to the max.
So yours, 30 and 60. Your drink.
And
160 for him. 160.
Patiala.
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 Okay.
What is Patiala?
Yeah.
90 से above or
Nine? What?
90 ml से ऊपर.
Is a Patiala?
Yeah, it's a large pack.
90 के ऊपर कितना ऊपर?
So 120 and
So how much are you giving him on a Patiala?
90.
90 is a Patiala?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I neither did I.
Wow, awesome.
Okay.
But you must tell us about the story
So yours?
of Patiala, how it came
13,
about.
16.
Of course. There is a beautiful bar in Delhi named as
Add some
Patiala
ice
Bar.
cubes also.
Patiala peg or Patiala bar?
Patiala Peg.
Patiala
Sorry, Patiala Peg.
And ma'am, yours, 13, 16, small, large.
Small.
Okay. Ma'am, it's a glass for you.
Thank you.
Oh.
And your 31. May I pour it?
Yes, please. Thank you.
This is what you suggested, right?
Yes, sir. It's a glass with ice cubes.
3. Didn't you say 3?
See the amount of water.
Yeah, it's already diluted, right?
That's the way he likes it, aren't it?
Why only half?
So this is 30. And so
And this is?
this is 60.
And this is 4?
So this is 4, sir.
Okay.
It's for you.
Matching inventory after the
Yeah.
entire
It's
quite
operation
tough, yeah.
is
Straight
something which is
Okay.
There should be
So
a system.
why would this happen?
straight up.
Jen, why would this happen? That
When did I order a Patiala then?
So,
He ordered a Patiala.
no, you
I
are.
ordered a Patiala.
Oh, you did?
Am I getting a little high?
I just ordered what you ordered.
Yeah.
In transit.
Are we supposed to assume? Oh no, something else is coming.
That's my
I think
Coke.
you're
That could be a Coke being poured like that now.
taken to Patiala
That's
now.
your Patiala.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, whenever the customer goes to the bar, whiskey is something he's looking forward for a good experience and a good
And very
attitude.
particular about.
Yeah, more towards the place, the people
sir.
I'm hanging with,
excuse me.
or
So this is not for
you
you.
know,
May I remove
the
this?
experience.
This is not for me.
Yes. So
I had a sip.
it's actually your drink is ready. This one is yours.
And whose is this then?
Sir, I think this is sir.
So you want to take it back to the
Must-
bar?
Yeah, sure.
This must be mine.
No, sir.
No.
So my credit, sir?
What will happen to the whiskey if you take it back to the bar? You're going to throw it, right?
Yes, sir.
Still one glass missing.
And who's going to take the cost?
Your right.
So actually, this is my fault, sir. Actually.
So would you take the cost?
Yes, sure.
So
I will pay for
should
this.
he, if he hires you, deduct it from your salary? Is that what he's?
Yes, sir. Sure. Because of sir, this is my fault, or it was all my
It
mistake.
was an expensive tipple.
Yes, sir.
Cool, perfect. Take it away.
Plus it was a Patiala.
I don't know. It's halfway.
This was not
This is
Patiala.
one,
Okay.
This
You?
is,
and this is Patiala.
Oh.
and I did not order the Patiala.
I ordered Patiala. Remember? I ordered Patiala.
Okay, sir.
What did he do? Did he write it down that who ordered what, or?
You suggested him on the rocks, remember?
With water.
He suggested.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. I forgot it.
So now what do we do? Drink whatever we have.
So can you exchange?
I would charge then. Cool.
No, we are
it's
okay with
okay.
this.
We're okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, okay
Yeah,
with
you're,
this.
can I? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Of
That's
course.
you.
Of course.
That's me. Sorry,
And that's me.
That's you.
All right, everybody.
Actually, I will give you.
Let's
As I
go
said,
for it.
it's
Oh, he's
more
coming
about
for it.
the
He's
He's
coming for it.
getting it.
So this is the glass for you.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Just pick that glass up through the light.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the camera as well.
It's a little smudged.
So, and your Coke.
No.
All right. That's it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. All the drinks are done now.
Sure.
What did he suggest me?
So water with ice.
Water with ice. Whatever high.
So I'll give you.
Cool. Let it be. I'll go straight up.
Don't worry.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you,
guys.
everybody.
Sorry, Magan.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Very practical in a bar.
Very common. Yeah.
Very, very practical. I mean, of course, this happened over here with a bottle of whiskey. In a hotel, in a restaurant, in a bar, at times you run out of brands, but they're listed in your menu. So one, you need to be aware of what is not there, so that then and there you can just mention. Of course, not his mistake on those lines, but yeah, the order got really screwed up.
Yeah, and
Plus he didn't make up for it.
He's getting high marks from
I
me.
mean,
Seriously.
okay, when it comes to scores,
All right.
let's
Yes.
score him then.
Let's go. Let's
I've
go.
already done.
Moving on to our last contestant for tonight, which happens to be a girl, and I'm really proud to bring her on, Manisha.
Yeah.
I'd like, what should I drink?
Straight up this time.
Really?
Yes.
For the reunion?
better.
Absolutely for the reunion.
All right, straight up.
Small or large one?
Small.
A large for me,
Large.
with lots of ice,
Yeah.
a little bit of soda, and a little bit of water.
Soda and water.
Give me a Patiala.
Sure.
For
Are
the
we talking,
reunion, you're really going.
Yeah, straight
Wow.
up.
Straight up.
Yes.
Patiala and a straight up.
You're having what? 30 or 60?
Small.
30.
30? 30 for me.
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I'll have a 60 ml whiskey with
Wait.
soda.
With soda. Just
Yeah.
soda, sir?
Just soda.
Manisha,
Yes.
I really want to help you out. I want to give you some extra marks. So, what can you do for us?
मैम मैं प्लेट चेक कर लूँ?
Oh wow. Play juggling, huh?
Fair person.
Sure, sure, sure.
Final contestant, I think.
He's giving her 100%.
Yeah, this is
You've made it more interesting, I think,
Yes.
the end of the show.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Keep smiling.
But is this your 100%, Manisha? ये आपका best है?
नहीं, फ्लेयर के बारे में तो नहीं.
Ah, flair के
Flair
बाद
नहीं
best होएगा.
नहीं,
I like that
I-
spirit. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Can I?
Yes.
Manisha, did you check the glasses before you got
Yes,
it?
sir. मैं check किए थे, but मैंने जल्दबाजी में wash नहीं किया और white नहीं किया.
Make sure you check it next time. Huh?
Yeah, I will.
Sure.
Adar, how do you like that?
We are in service industry. How
Giving
you
a
tackle
good-
the mistakes is what
Giving
matters.
a good
in today.
experience is what matters, and definitely you're acing it, not a problem.
Thank you,
Keep
sir.
serving.
You know, there's another thing that I'm getting present to right now is that as the process, the technicality, and
This
you know,
is enough?
this is good. Thank you.
What did you get me?
120 ml, a Patiala pack with a cube of ice.
Your Patiala pack was 90 ml, right?
Mine was 90 ml. Yours is 120, my friend. Congratulations for that.
Patiala pack is 120 ml.
It's 120,
Yes,
not 90.
not 90.
Any story behind Patiala?
story है उसमें?
सर जो पंजाबी लोग होते हैं ना
हाँ जी.
वो 60 को 90 बोलते हैं और 90 को मतलब उनका ना ऐसा होता है कि 30 देंगे तो वो बोलेंगे नहीं ये 30 नहीं है
ये बहुत कम है.
बहुत कम है
And who all are Punjabi over here? Including me.
मुझे जानने की बहुत इच्छा है आपका टैटू किस बारे में है?
सर ये एम्बिग्राम है मेरे बॉयफ्रेंड का और मेरा नाम सेम है
उसका नाम भी
उसका नाम भी मनीषा है?
नहीं सर उसका नाम हिमांशु है एक राइट साइड से देखेंगे राइट पोर्शन से तो मेरा नाम है और लेफ्ट से देखेंगे तो
Very nice. Repeat the orders once again.
श्योर सर
बताइए क्या क्या था, किस किसने क्या
मैम का स्मॉल था बिग स्ट्रेट आपका लार्ज था 120 ml पटियाला पैक आपने मुझसे पूछा था
जी.
क्या बेटर रहेगा जब 1 क्यूब ऑफ आइस क्योंकि विस्की गर्म होती है और आइस के साथ बदलती है
बहुत बढ़िया.
और सर का था हाफ सोडा हाफ वाटर लॉट्स ऑफ आइस एंड सर आपका था स्ट्रेट स्मॉल सर का था लार्ज स्ट्रेट
Perfect. Are we done?
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good
I
job.
hope you enjoyed.
And
That is
congratulations
fantastic.
on your juggling.
Good
That
work.
was really
Thank you so
cool.
much,
Good work.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
All right, finally there we go.
Finally, the last
drink, Season 1.
Absolutely.
Scoring?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Oh man.
Talk about consistency.
All right,
What do you feel?
guys, I am. This is
a tough
crazy.
one.
This is a tough
Very
one,
tough.
truly.
But I feel this is not the right decision.
Are you serious?
That points are very similar, and let's look at even more, detailed sort of objectives or detailed
But
parameters.
Ankur, if you were to take out your and a halves, can you do it like the round?
No elimination. Just
No, but I totally
tackle
agree.
up the
No,
points
out
and
of
just
this,
do it, right? I mean, whatever
she's
the
the
points
one
are, they're the
who's
points, right?
No, I think that's
No,
a
no, I
personal bias.
understand.
Gaurav.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think whoever we are choosing, I mean, does he or she have that passion to follow this?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a really, really tough fight. We've had a tough time deciding on the scores, and this is finally the moment that we've been waiting for. End of the season finale, and we can't wait to tell you who's finally won the title of India's top hotelier, the finest server. My God. Thank you everybody for being there. I have to tell you that you all did magnificently well. You charmed us with everything that you had, and it is that marginal difference that is going to really make all the difference. So with that, let's just call in the contestants while we quickly tally the scores. Yeah? Have the scores with me. My God. Whoa.
Ooh.
Tough call. It's been so hard for us, I can't even begin to tell you. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I am still gonna leave the tough job to the expert.
Oh, no! Not again.
Thank you, Flora.
Wishing all of you all the very best.
All the best, guys.
May the best man, woman win.
All right, guys. Let me ask you first. What do you feel? I mean, what is the kind of emotions that are going inside you? I'm sure there is a volcano of emotions. I'm sure that's erupting right inside, right?
Right now, situation is कि मतलब आपने हमें task दी. It's like हम cricket खेलते हैं. तो किसी के bouncer है, किसी के ground मारा. और literally मतलब अभी ऐसी standing हो रही है कब खत्म. हम अभी as a family के according यहाँ कर रहे हैं और हम cheer up कर रहे हैं.
Wow, that's amazing. I think that's really cool.
I like the spirit.
That's really cool. Madam, what do you feel? What's happening inside?
I can just feel the butterflies crawling up right now because more than the judgment and the marks here, for me, what mattered was behind the scenes.
Gentlemen, what do you feel? The ever smiling gentleman, huh?
थैंक यू सर. मैंने यहाँ पर आके पहली बार सारी चीज़ें सीखी और मुझे सिखाने वाले यही सब लोग हैं। मुझे कुछ नहीं आता था यहाँ पर आने से पहले।
Sir, what do you feel?
So I feel very nice और यहाँ आके बहुत अच्छा लगा सर, बहुत कुछ सीखा, बहुत कुछ समझ में आया। सर बेसिकली हम बाहर से जॉब करते हैं, जॉब करते हैं तो नॉर्मली हम गैस कैमरा ड्रिंक बनाते हैं। आज सर कैमरे के सामने परफॉर्मेंस देना और 4 लोगों के सामने परफॉर्मेंस देना बहुत अंतर है। सो सर बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला।
Madam, do you want to speak something or do you want to pour your tears first and then you speak? Emotions are bursting, right?
हाँ सर, बिल्कुल। मेरे को मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा नर्वस हो रही थी मैं, क्योंकि मेरा लास्ट था और मैंने यहाँ पर ना आकर बहुत कुछ सीखा, क्योंकि मैं गेस्ट को डील करती हूँ, लेकिन मैं इतना फॉर्मली डील नहीं करती। हालांकि गेस्ट होते हैं उनको बस पूछना पड़ता है, नॉर्मली उनको पोर्ट दे देती हूँ मैं ड्रिंक बनाकर। और यहाँ पर जो मैंने सीखा वो बहुत अच्छा था कि क्या फॉर्मेलिटीज़ होती है, गेस्ट से कैसे डीलिंग करते हैं, आई कॉन्टेक्ट जो होता है, और लिपसिंग का मुझे पता था पर स्माइल देनी होती है। हालांकि मैं देती हूँ, बात ही करती हूँ गेस्ट से, पर यहाँ पर जो मैंने सीखा मेरे को नहीं लगता कि मेरे को HM करके भी ये चीज़ सीखने को मिलती है।
Anisha, step forward. Madam, move forward. Gentlemen, move forward. Results were so close that you all three are the winners. However, there is definitely a first, second, and third. Let's start with third. So the third was Anuj.
Thank you, sir.
I am glad that it's one of the girls, right?
Yeah.
You know, which is amazing, the girl power. Close your eyes.
Even I'm closing my eyes.
Pray to the God. The winner is Smriti. Come on, guys, make some noise for Smriti. That's what these guys are for the first round of. Congratulations, yeah? Good. So good we have that.
Thank you so much for watching India's top hotelier, the finest server. This was the finale of the show. I hope you guys had as much fun as we had judging the show. Don't go anywhere. We have a masterclass coming up where our experts will teach you a thing or two.
Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to India's top hoteliers masterclass. I am Ankur Chawla and today we're going to complicate it a little bit more and serve whiskey. Whiskey, well, just quick fun fact, India is the most consuming whiskey nation in the world. So for sure, whiskey is close to our hearts. Let's assume there are two guests. One has ordered for whiskey on the rocks and the other one orders, you know, like the nation, which is half soda and half water. Let's prep the tray. In order to prep the tray, we would need the following. We definitely need water, a little bit of soda, can't miss the whiskey. You would need ice. The reason I've kept the short glasses is because I really love, you know, whenever we serve whiskey on the rocks, I would want to keep the whiskey shot on side, put a lot of rocks on the glass, and then I need to pour it so that it touches every single cube of ice and gives you the good flavors. You would need coasters, a tray, a peg measure to make sure that you're putting 60 ml or 30 ml. Glasses, make sure to check the glasses through the light so that it should not be smudged or there are no fingerprints. Guys, listen to me carefully. If there are fingerprints or if it is smudged, do not use it. Let me repeat it. Do not use it. Keep it back, take a fresh glass, and then go back. A couple of stirrers and a couple of decanters. So let's set up the tray right. To begin with, I would need the first glass of whiskey. This is the one where I will be serving whiskey, water, and soda. Here, I'll be using the whiskey and directly pouring it into the glass. You could also pour it in a short glass and take it along. But let's not complicate this one. For the next whiskey, which is on the rocks, I would ideally take a short glass. As I mentioned, I would want to take it on the table side and pour it right in front. So again, I use the whiskey, 30 ml. There you go, so whiskey is sorted. Always remember to keep the glasses on the right. That's my shot glass, and that's the glass in which I'll be serving on the rocks. Let's keep the decanters ready. One decanter with the water. Make sure the water flow goes straight into the decanter so that you do not have droplets or legs on the side. It just looks more neater and cleaner. Soda. Guys, be very cautious whenever you're opening a bottle of soda or anything that is carbonated. At times, it just flows out, so you need to control the flow and open it very smoothly and very nicely. There you go. And your soda is ready. The thing that is the most heavy on the salver has to be towards you, or as we say, 6 o'clock. And in this case, we have the ice bucket. Both the coasters go right in front so that it's easier for me to pick it up once I go over there. Always remember, the more I sweat over here, the less I bleed on the table. You have to be really prepared well in advance. Make sure before you go again, just check the salver once again. I think we're all set. And we have the stirrers. And now we're ready to serve the guest. Always remember to go from the right-hand side of the guest and maintain a decent distance between the guest and the salver. Let's serve. The first one that we are serving is a whiskey, water, and soda. There you go. Keep the glass. Always remember to hold the glass from the bottom so that you do not have any fingerprints on the top. Let's assume the guest has asked for a couple of cubes of ice. And let's talk about the water and the soda. Always remember to pour anything that is carbonated at the last so that the fizz remains throughout. Pour the glass a little less than the brim so that it's easier for the guest to have it and enjoy it. Last but not the least, the stirrer goes on the right-hand side and you're done. Let's go to the next guest. Again, on the right-hand side, the coaster goes 45 degrees from the water glass. Let's put the glass right over here. As I mentioned, whenever a guest orders for on the rocks, put in a lot of rocks, which ideally would mean the ice cubes. And we are sorted with the rocks. As and when you're pouring the whiskey from the shot glass to the rocks, just give it a small twirl so that it touches all the rocks possible in the glass. There you go. As I said, last but not the least, the stirrer. Just give it a small twirl to add a little suave to your drinks, and that's about it. You are done. Make sure you mention your guests to enjoy the drinks, and never forget to smile.